Hello everyone, welcome to a video. I haven't done one of these in a while, so the next update from the mid chapter updates for DBD, what's going to happen. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the tournament mid chapter update is quickly approaching, so we can only means one thing. It's time for another developer update in the series of posts. We can cover some of the big changes and additional making their way to the game. In this edition, we'll dive into various qualities of life and accessible improvements, as well as an extensive list of balancing adjustments. Without further ado, let's kick things off with a highly quickest. Okay, so Bloodwed improvements. So this is with the Bloodwed chain. So so pretty much you click a button and it autofills. I've already seen this. Yeah, so you click this button and it auto changes. A lot of people are saying is you can't make it choose what you want from the Bloodwed. But the thing is, if you already have like a high prestiged survivor anyway, you don't really have perks, you don't really care. And as for console players, this is amazing. So this change I am very happy to have. I could say it's a bit slow, but all I can say is when it comes out, hopefully they make it a little bit faster, and you can do it a little bit faster. Otherwise, I'm quite happy with this update. This doesn't bother me. The visual terror radius. This is also a very good thing. So in DBD Mobile, they pretty much brought one DBD Mobile. So when it comes closer, you actually see your heartbeat, and it's to be honest, it's very good for like people with hard of hearing and all that sort of stuff. And like I think this is a very very good update. To be honest, I think it's quite a actual decent thing to bring in. Autohaven Wreckers update map. This I'm not looking forward to. This is an update. Verve balanced the two Autohaven maps named Blood Lounge and Gas Haven. Blood Lounge can be a bit of a mixed bag. Depends on the map's generation. There can be plenty of safe pellets near the center of a few, very few, creating either very safe area or a dead zone. This area is also very few line of sight blocks, which can make it difficult for a stealth killer. I don't think any stealth killers has had any problems on Blood Lounge personally. I don't think any stealth killers had a problem, to be honest. To seek on the survivors around the edge of the map, on the other hand, features several mazes, tiles, high walls, and pellets in all windows. Clever survivors can combine these tiles and create strong loops, making them very difficult to chase. To redeem this, we're going to make significant layout changes of the map. The Blood Lounge itself will now appear closer to the center of the map. So they're squishing it like they did, so they're going to squish it like they did Area Crow. So they're killing the map pretty much. Gas Haven features unique car piles with a stretch of several tiles long. This especially tiles can get in the way of gameplay. However, it makes it difficult to traverse the map. Chasing a survivor around these wall of cars can also waste a lot of time. If they start the chase with the significant lead, going for these car piles can be broken up into small singular chunks. These car piles will also feature potential spawn locations for pellets, helping reduce the potential of dead zones to appear. Okay, so they're just getting rid of all the big like truck tiles that will like it's like that. This is not terrible. This is not terrible. This is not a terrible move because if you get caught on that long thing wall, you're screwed as a survivor if the killer's very quick. So yeah, that's not a. There's not a. I'm not disliking this that healing. There's no better way to avoid being put on hook than healing yourself injured. Even if the killer is relentless, and any extra health states can buy you team more time to work on generators. Having easier access to quick and plentiful health can cause problems, particularly for highly skilled survivors who can evade the killer for quite a long some time. An emergency medkit alone can heal a damage done after a long chase in roughly 10 seconds. This doesn't even begin to factor in all sorts of perks and add-ons which can speed up healing, can further grant you more heals before the medkit is depleted. Because this means that the chase that doesn't end with a hook, okay, so they're pretty much saying that healing takes a long time. Survivors get saved by healing. Okay, so what are they going to be doing for the? Okay, so they're increasing healing by 24 seconds. So on the previous 16. So they're adding pretty much another 6 seconds, another like 8 seconds onto healing. Okay, and also rebalancing medkits across the board. Okay, so common, the speed will be 20. You said it was 25. First, so the uncommon, so the yellow medkit will be now 25% speed instead of 35. The emergency one now got to be reduced down to 30. That's a big drop from 50. And the ranger's medkit drops down to 35. Okay. Plus the skill increase with 10 now. There was 14 now to 10, and also increase. Yeah, so significant nerfs to medkits. So they're very much so literally it's saying any medkit, even with add-ons, will only heal you once, or more than twice in a game. So wow, they've really nerfed healing. Perk update. Moving on to perks, we have a bundle of tweaks. This update target both meta and non-meta options. Okay, Gearhead. Okay, Gearhead's getting a change. First up, Gearhead's currently reveals the aura of the next survivor to hit a great skill check after a survivor loses a health stat. These conditions requires of a bit of work and luck on the killer's part to get a value out of it. Gearhead will receive a slight rework. When a survivor loses a health stat, Gearhead will active for 30 seconds. While active, any survivor who's hit a good skill check will have their aura revealed for. Okay, this actually isn't. That's actually a significant change. Okay, that's actually a significant change. Because this actually makes Gearhead actually usable. This actually makes Gearhead usable. I mean, it's not going to be the greatest aura perk, but the thing is, it at least makes Gearhead usable. I mean, that's not terrible. That's actually quite decent, actually. This allows the potential providing information multiple times for each hook. Killers who effectively catch the survivor be able to keep key hit active for a good pinch. Yeah, okay, so it resets every time. Okay, so it resets every time you injure or hook a survivor. So this potentially could be a very, very strong perk. I might try that out. I might try Get Hit out, actually. Because that actually doesn't look too bad. Get Hit doesn't actually sound that bad. Alright, so Overzealous grants a repair speed bonus when cleansing a totem. For a large bonus when cleansing a Hex totem. Little did we know that the skirmish this would cause between the boom lovers out there. Moving forward, Overzealous will also activate when blessing a totem is in an additional cleanse, with a also slightly increased. Oh, okay. So if you if you use this with a boom perk, so do you have the boom? So do you have the boom the totem, or do so? Or if once that totem is blessed, you get increased gen speed. Because that makes this perk overpowered if that's the case. Because it doesn't say that you have to boom the totem. We need to find out when this perk comes out, when the PDB comes out, but when the red chapter comes out. But this Overzealous just became very, very strong for all the Gen Rush builds. This could be potentially broken if a totem is boomed and you get 10%, literally 10% gen speed. Because all the Gen Rush, especially because this fits in so much with the current gen speed build, Gen Rush build. This does keep going the Gen Rush meta, very, very much so. All right, moving on. Scourge Shock Pain Res. Oh my god! Please tell me they're nerfing this perk. I hope they nerf this perk. This perk grants gradually found its way back into meta. To address this, we have given Scourge Shock Pain Res a slight revamp. This perk starts with 4 tokens. The first time each survivor is hooked on a Scourge Shock, the generator with the most perks will explode and lose pros. We also reduces the difference between different tiers of the perk. Okay, so pretty much it loses the same amount of progress, but it seems like you can only use it 4 times in a trial. So what they've done is saying, yes, it's still usable, but you only lose 4%. You're only going to use it you only use this perk 4 times in a match. That's what I'm getting at. So that technically they're going to nerfs it. I mean, that technically nerfs it, but I mean, I don't think it's the most crazy nerf that it's not usable. It's not unusable. Alright, that's definitely not unusable. Alright. Oh, wow. Dead Hard. Oh, okay, here we go. Although Dead Hard intentionally fell from grace after the 6.1.0 update, it is steady climbing back to being one of the most prominent survivor perks. Dead Hard already requires some precision to use, and further reduces the invulnerability window would make it far too unreliable and frustrating. Therefore, Jedi has also received a slight rework. Jedi will only activate after unhooking a survivor. When active, press... Okay. Oh, so you have to unhook a survivor to make Dead Hard work. Yes, I know. this is wow. That is actually that. No, I mean, no, I can tell you right now. So probably the people who are going to use debt. That means that if people are going to use debt, how they're going to use maybe like might use deliverance as well. That's going to be interesting because if you can combine Dead Hard, Dead Hard, Resilient, Deliverance, and maybe like Renewal, Dead Hard could be still strong, but otherwise, I think that should kill off Dead Hard. This should kill off Dead Hard for good, because it's too much work for people to use it for the Dead Hard. Call O'Brien is critically rose are popular following the meta shaking up last year, granting a large increase to the regression rate of generators. It's not uncommon for a generator to fully digress once the server is chased away. To tone down the power, we reduce the additional regression speed. Okay, so it's literally so they pretty much dropped 75% of it. They literally just dropped 75% of it. It's not a big change, to be honest, because it doesn't make change because they still can combine it with other gen regression perks, saying that here's overcharge. Similar to Call O'Brien, overcharge was a simpler rise in power in past years. This perk is also increased the regression rate of the generator to bring it down. Maximum. Okay, so there's 130%. This is still strong. You play these two together. These are still strong. A long time benefit. Also, time increases the start of the digression speed to 85% from. Okay, so this has got high digression speed. It starts at 85%, but it's capped at 130. So really, if they combine these two together, they combine Call O'Brien overcharges together, it's still super strong, reasonably strong. Because overall, it's 255% digression. So yeah, it's still overpowered. It's still overpowered. So even though I say Painless is going to die, Painless is technically dead. These two are still going to go strong. I think Call O'Brien and Overcharge is going to be going strong. Boomer Circle of Healing. Okay. This becomes a bit back of all traders healing perk that none does this allow fellow survivors to heal without a medkit. Can also increase the speed of healing across the board. Going forward, Boomer Circling will no longer allow you to heal without a medkit. Instead, it will provide a 40, 45, 50 healing speed. This bonus will apply to healing done. So they literally just made this perk. But this is shit. This is terrible. So this is literally Boom Botany now. This is Boom Botany knowledge. Right line. Oh yes, okay. This is what a lot of people are saying. So Wraith and Nurse can no longer be flashlight burned. So I say this is so in this new other you'll see no more nurses, it's more wraiths because one thing that I would I'll be honest, I might even play more Wraith. Because only thing you need to worry about is getting blind. And a nurse is literally impossible. And as a Wraith, Lightborn solves that. So Wraith has got a huge. These two have got a huge buff. I mean, Artist Crows can't be disappeared, and Hags triangles can't be flashed to light away. So these two are not like massive. I mean, not too massive. But the Wraith and the Nurse is huge. Anyway, guys, thank you much for watching the video. Appreciate your faces, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios, have a good one. Bye-bye.